What is going on, car people of this world? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet another snowy day here in New Jersey. Today we're finally going to be back on the Lexus LS430, but before we get into that, if the audio is a little bit different, we're not using my normal shotgun mic today. We have a much smaller one because the whole camera drop fiasco that has been going on for a little while now hasn't been fully resolved. So we're waiting on one more part before the microphone is finished and then everything will be back to normal. Anyway, LS430. We're getting so close to getting this car ready to be actually driven on the road. It runs, it starts. We have a problem on the front right wheel. I'm sure that the wheel bearing needs to be fixed. I don't know what else is going on, but there's some serious wobble whenever I drive the car. Now, the astute viewer may note that the car is actually on the battery tender right now. And you might be saying to yourself, it's a brand new battery. We just got a new battery. Why on earth are we needing to charge it already? I asked myself the same thing. Did I get a faulty battery? Am I leaving lights on in the car? Because it just continues to die no matter what I do. I make sure all the doors are shut. I know that all the lights are off. I don't know what's going on. After doing some research, I figured out that there are things called parasitic bugs. And pretty much what that means is some circuit is consistently pulling power from your battery even when the car is off. That doesn't mean that there needs to be a light on. That doesn't mean that there is a door open. Today, we're gonna try to diagnose what that is. Something very interesting that you guys might have to let me know down in the comments is this does not work when I drive the car. This does not work, nor does this display back here work when the car is on. So you can't adjust any of the temperature in the car at all. You can't do any of the defrosters, no radio, no GPS in the front or the back. So I don't know if maybe that has something to do with this problem, but we'll find out. So the car has been sitting on the charger for about 25 minutes. Soft closed doors still do not work. This means that the battery is not being charged. And now if I put it on the battery, I know it's a little fogged out, but it says, oh, there it goes. All I needed to do was film it. Oh, let's go. I don't know, something about your guys' presence made this thing work. Pretty much it was not even detecting that it was connected up to the battery, so it wouldn't even let me start the defibrillation process or whatever it is. It said that the battery has failed multiple different times, and now it worked, so thanks. Okay, so battery failure has been diagnosed again. So I think that probably what I'm gonna do, because I know that that's not a bad battery, maybe. I just bought the battery, can't be a bad battery. It just keeps getting drained. So I think I'm gonna try to jump it to get some juice in it, charge it, and then we'll find the parasitic bug. Tell me that this isn't a sick shot. Got the 430, the M440, and the 460. Anyway, we are jumping this as we speak. Big shout out to Ed. Thanks for using your car as the jumper dummy. Got the negative terminal right here. Positive, 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 negative, negative. You know the game. Oh, I don't think we have a secure connection here. Oh yeah. Oh yes we do. Yeah, we're good. All right, cool. We're gonna let it charge up for a little bit. Yeah! Let's go. Take the LS430 for a quick little rip. She hasn't been driven in a little while. Woo! Oh, I'm so excited for this car to be done. Let me tell you guys, the turning radius on this car is something like I've never ever seen before. It's incredible. Take a listen to the wheel on the right. Something's not right about that. So we'll have to figure that out after we get this battery finished. Now that we got our car show in the driveway here, we're gonna figure out what this parasitic bug is, and hopefully there will be enough power in the battery so that we can now charge it and the battery will like be detected. So we're back on the charger. Hopefully it now has like enough power in it, yeah, that it's gonna stay okay. Yeah, it is. All right, so now we're gonna come over to the LS460. Oh, that might not be a good idea. That's all gonna go right in my trunk.
Might go in the trunk. Yeah, it is. Not really.
Wow, that would have been so funny. Here we have the digital multimeter. Pretty much what this is gonna do is this is gonna show us any electrical currents that we have on any of the fuses in the car, and that's going to show us where the parasitic drain or the parasitic bug is. First place that we're going to start and look is right up under here. This panel comes off, I think. There's a box up under here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Right here. I know that you guys can't see that. We're going to get a light in there. and we're gonna start touching fuses on there and see if there's anything that's pulling power. So the first thing that we have to do, and please correct me if I'm wrong on any of this. This is my first time doing it. I've just been looking at forums and watching videos. So by no means is this a how to diagnose, but this is a let's learn how to diagnose the LS430 together. Anyway, I think the first thing you gotta do is we have to make sure that the door is shut to the car. So usually there's a light on right up there in the dash that indicates that the door is open. Clearly we have the door open, but this little button right here is what tells the car that it's open or shut. Right now the car thinks it's shut. So now it is going to go into the mode where it is sleeping. I think that we should have enough battery life on here that we can unplug this. We're at 75%. We're gonna turn it off. We're gonna unplug the cables. And now we're gonna help out Ed while we let the car fall asleep. All right, so I'm gonna show you pretty much what we're working with here. So you can see right there is our fuse box. And we take these two positive and negative, what are these called? Meters?
Yeah.
And what we're gonna do is we're gonna stick them onto one end of the fuse and the other end of the fuse. And I'm gonna hand you back to Ed here.
Okay.
As soon as I put it on the positive and negative,
0.
it hits 0.
Yep.
And that's what we want. That means there's no power going through that fuse now that the car is off.
0.
0.
0.
0. So we already tested all of these.
Quite the setup.
Yeah, we already tested all of these, and all of the fuses in there are all 0. So that's a good sign, but also bad sign, because that means we gotta go looking at other places. So I'm gonna do some research, figure out where the next fuse box is, and we're gonna repeat the same process. So we think we may have just found it under this. There's a fuse box right underneath the glove box here. We get 0s on everything except for the fuse that is top right, so that should be 0, right?
Yep, 0.
And now we go up to the top right one.
Boom, 12.01 volts.
So I don't know, dude. We're gonna have to do some research to figure out what that fuse is for, and then I assume it should probably be at 0.
It should.
I think. I don't know. Let's do some research, and we'll let you know what we find. All right, boys, so I'm pretty happy. I just figured out the fuse that was pulling power. Now, remember how I said that my radio does not work? I come onto this website, and this is a list of all of the fuses in the LS430. This is fuse box number 2, passenger side compartment. We have number 16 is the problematic fuse for us. We scroll down to number 16, audio system. So that totally makes sense to me. The radio doesn't work. I mean, that makes sense. So now do I just need a new fuse? I don't know. What I'm going to do is pull a 7.5 fuse, because that's what it is, from somewhere else, and put it in this car and see if anything changes. Fingers crossed. We'll figure it out. Quick tip from your main Lexus channel here. If you ever need to get a fuse puller and you have an LS460, come to the fuse box on the left side of the engine bay, pull out the cover, and your fuse puller is right here underneath. Big thanks to the Lexus forums for that little tip. As I crawl back underneath the glove compartment to the fuse box where we suspect the parasitic drain is coming from, first you're gonna see me pull fuse number 16. This is the fuse for the radio, air conditioning, and the whole head unit. I'm also going to remove fuse number 10. This fuse is used for the auto adjusting headlights. Since this fuse read 0 on the electrical meter, I'm gonna plug number 10 fuse into number 16 port and number 16 fuse into number 10 port to see if it's the fuse that's bad or if it's the port. If the fuse is bad, the high voltage will be now moved to the 10th port and the 16th port will show 0s. Oh my gosh, I hear the radio working. This is so good. There we go. All right. The radio is working. I just heard it shuffling through CDs. I've never heard that before since I've gotten the car. Let's see if it's still pulling that kind of power. I just switched them. I'm interested to see if it starts pulling that kind of power from the fuse I just changed it to. So that's gotta be a bad fuse. I just switched them. The radio is now at 0 and the other one is now at a higher voltage. This is good. I guarantee you, or I'm willing to bet, when we turn the car on here, the radio is now gonna work. This will be cool. I'm really excited to see if the radio actually works now. I had no intention of the radio working in today's video, but if it does, I'm gonna be a really happy guy. And even if it doesn't, I'll still be a happy guy, because life is good, you know? Oh, radio, will you work? Car, will you start? Oh, it works! Oh my gosh! What? I've never seen it work before.
Look at that.
No way.
Classic.
Oh, you guys can't even see it.
Classic Lexus radio.
No way. What? Dude.
Wow,
oh, I'm so excited. So does this work now? Oh my gosh, it works back here too! Let's go, dude! Wow! Oh, I'm so excited.
Wow, dude, this is a...
Bluetooth?
What? It's got Bluetooth.
Oh my
Testing
gosh!
songs.
Alright,
Dude, that's amazing. Wow.
I'm gonna figure this out and I'll report back. It all works now. This is so exciting. And check this out. Hopping outside into the back seat, we now have rear controls as well. So this is the Ultra Luxe edition. So now I can... I don't know how to work this. But...
You can turn on from back there. That's so cool.
you can adjust the volume back here.
This music is classy.
It is.
Wow.
It fits this car very nicely. So sick. Wow, that's exciting. So pretty much the fuse that I pulled to get this one to work is for the adaptive headlights. So we're gonna have to pull that one so then we're not pulling any more power from anywhere. And then we're gonna get a new fuse for the headlights. Here it is. The problematic fuse. So I just had this plugged into the adaptive headlight controls. So now obviously they're not gonna work, and I'm just gonna leave this out because I don't want this to be pulling power from anywhere else. So the radio works, that's really cool. I'm actually so excited for that because I thought that that was a completely different problem outside of the fuses. Definitely probably a good idea to check the fuses first. It's the easiest thing to do. So now the only other problem that we have with the audio system is the rear subwoofer is broken. Apparently it's a very common issue for these cars. So that will be the next thing we fix. I'm gonna try to run to my local auto parts store and pick up another 7.5 fuse for this car, plug it in, and then hopefully we'll have no more power draining. No more battery draining. Good news on the LS460, this Wednesday, taking it to a shop to go get the transmission fluid topped off, and then we should be all set for this car. Then all that we got to do is fix the front grille, fix the interior, fix the paint. New fuses just picked up. Hopefully that these will work. I don't think that they're like specific to any car or brand, but I guess we'll see.
Find out.
So here is the new fuse. We're gonna plug this in right now, and then we're gonna test everything again and make sure that there's no power being drawn from this fuse. Hopefully it will read 0, and then if so, I think we found the problem.
There you go.
It's at 0.
Yeah, it's totally zeroed out and it's holding a 0.
Sweet. Perfect. So that's both of them now at 0. Number 16 and 10. So there it is. The parasitic drain has been fixed. It was the radio. That was the whole reason it was off in the first place. And now we just replaced the fuse. And now everything is reading 0 as I just showed you. I gotta clean everything up and then I'll be right back. There we go. That should be how it sounds every single time we try to start it from here on out. I'm so excited. This is so cool. So let's take a quick look. Dual temperature. Turn that off. Oh yeah. Nice and cold. Okay, that's sliding around. That doesn't really... What? Does that mechanically turn? Okay, yeah. Tell me if I'm tripping. Is that supposed to be happening? There's no way that that is supposed to be happening.
It feels like it's motorized. Yeah, if it's pushing against you, then I think it's only for a driver's side.
Why doesn't that one work then?
Because the passenger is not as exclusive.
Well, that's like kind of false though, because you'd think that these would do it. Because like usually like the elegant people are sitting in the back.
True.
I don't think that,
That's
somebody
like an
tell
Easter
me,
egg.
somebody tell me if that is supposed to be moving back and forth.
Okay.
It definitely is, because now there's not even air coming out of it. That's nuts.
Purifier.
Rear air conditioned purifier. Oh look, it is an option, dude. Oh my goodness. Okay, wait, I'm saving this for a different video. We need like a LS430 feature video. I'm gonna figure it out in the meantime though. This car is absolutely ridiculous. It's only getting better. But the last thing I wanted to try before we end the video. Oh gosh.
It's like a Minecraft game with 240p.
Backup camera. Although low key it's clearer than the LS460.
Because the other one's kind of messed up.
Yeah, so that's awesome. This car never has ceased to impress me since the time I got it, and it didn't even run. I mean, this is incredible. I'm so happy that we figured out what the parasitic bug was. Hopefully the battery will not be drained anymore. I guess we'll tell in about a week or so when we try to start it again. Next few things I have to do are we're gonna take a look at the subwoofer, try to figure out if we can get that to work. We've got the wheel bearing problem and, you know, just a couple other things that we got to get done. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something, because I learned a lot in today's video. I hope that you guys learned something. If you did, let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Also, massive thanks to Kyle for letting me borrow his digital multimeter, because, well, we would not have gotten very far without this thing.